The failed attempt to recall Natasha Akpabio, the senator representing Kogi Central from the Nigerian Senate, has been met with reactions. The Independent National Electoral Commission stated on Thursday that the recall petition did not meet the constitutional requirements because the number of constituents who signed the petition fell short of 50% of the registered voters in her senatorial district. INEC, however, maintained that the Constitution does not limit the number of times a lawmaker can be recalled. Well, in a Facebook post, Natasha described the development as a victory and dedicated it to Nigerians. Let's take Natasha's post on Facebook. She wrote, "On God, it's victory for the people of Nigeria. One battle down, two more to go. Deep gratitude to my beloved husband, awesome support team, magnificent people of Kogi Central, and the great people of Nigeria at large. INEC Nigeria, you did well." Well, in the meantime, Senator Akpabio has dared the Senate President, Akpabio, to press charges over the death threat allegation she levied against him during her rally in Kogi State on Tuesday.
By this decision, INEC has been able to establish the fact that recall process must not be compromised by irregularities. That one is one. Two, it has also gone a long way of emphasizing the fact that there is no shortcut. You must follow the due process, adherence to the procedure established by the law. Three, it has also gone a long way of establishing that INEC integrity and credibility in following the due process. Because you see, if you watch what is happening in Nigeria, almost everybody, 80%, if not 90% of Nigeria has lost confidence in all establishments in Nigeria, vis-a-vis INEC in conducting an election, INEC in being independent, INEC in doing something that is fair, then also in National Assembly following the due process, just like when the president declared the state of emergency. So we are all hoping that National Assembly can do something, National Assembly can do something, ensure that the president follow the due process of the law. But everybody say, hey, forget about National Assembly. Before we could know it, before we said Jack Robinson, National Assembly through voice votes, so supported what the president did. Now this particular issue, people lost confidence in INEC, but by taking this decision, now the INEC has been able to establish their integrity, their credibility, and their independence. So that is a lesson we can learn from the decision of INEC.
That was my recall. The second was to eliminate me. The third was to put in someone who would take the ticket from me in 2027 if I want to contest. So if you are doubting the recall that we just experienced, are you getting my point?
Are you able to prove this? That's the point. I mean, anyone can make an allegation, but the issue is, are you able to prove it when it comes to it?
Let us get to that bridge. I'm hearing that the Senate President wants to sue me for that. I will tell him to go ahead. We'll meet and we'll cross that bridge.
I am actually really pleased with the massive turnout by my constituents to receive me. More importantly, the fact that they were able to dare the unjust restraints that were placed by the governor yesterday, which called for the cancellation of rallies and gatherings and all whatnot. I mean, it's very heartwarming to know that my people were able to come out in such numbers, in their thousands, waited for me since morning, you know, and prayed that I actually come, because, you know, it takes, I keep saying that democracy is all about the people. The government, the real true government are the people. And if I, as a representative, see this amount of love and support, then I think that's where I get my courage from. And then I have no option but to yield to that pull from the people. So I'm so grateful that they came out. I'm so thankful for this reception. And I'm also grateful to my husband for his generosity, I would say, because we spent pretty much all night with our think tank brainstorming how to maneuver the various restrictions that were placed by not only the governor, but the Commissioner of Police earlier today. So we took a whole lot to think, okay, we were not to use the waterways because even the fishing activities were suspended today. So that means any movement on the water could be seen as countering the government order. So we had to take away the access in Kogi Central to the waters, because, you know, would have as well gotten in through Ajakuta local government. And then we thought the roads, we saw the list of all the roads that were going to be barricaded from the east, west, south, and north. We knew there was no way we could enter the state. And the only option we saw was through air. And then immediately we began to make efforts towards that. So, like I say, it takes a whole lot of resources, courage, support from the people, and God Almighty to have made this possible. And I thank God, because at the end of the day, it just shows that, you know what, against all, people must find the courage to dare unjust situations. That's it. And whatever happens from today, well, I just commit every day to your hands. With regards to what statements I made today, yes, I still insist on my stance that I was sexually harassed by the Senate President, and that the harassment generated into malice, which denied me a lot of my privileges and rights on the floor of the National Assembly, and by extension denied the people of Kogi Central. Each time he denied me a chance to present a concern was him subjecting them to a denial of federal representation, and that's wrong. This is democracy. You can't extend your personal vendetta on one person to the people, you know. And of course, again, I said my suspension is illegal. It's unjust because it contravenes the Nigerian Constitution and even the Senate rules that says the senator should be suspended for just 14 days. Why 6 months? Especially when there are a series of court precedents, you know, in Ali Ndume and Omo Agege's cases. You see that the courts have time after time said you cannot suspend a senator that is duly elected. You cannot. And if you have to apply by the Senate rules, then it will be 14 days. And that's, again, for very serious offenses. So when they say that I was suspended, not for the sexual allegation, but for gross misconduct, the question again is, what exactly did Senator Natasha Akpabio do on the floor of the Senate that amounts to gross misconduct? I didn't fight. I didn't insult anybody. I wasn't violent. So what did I do? I didn't tear anybody short. We've had senators fight. We've had senators slap each other. We've had senators tear clothes, throw things. In short, even the last 2 weeks, you've seen a whole lot of heated debates on the floor. But nobody was suspended. Why? Because I'm a woman? Or why? Because I'm a minority? I'm a minority? Because when you talk about the larger tribe, ethnicities there, you have about 20 Yoruba senators, the Hausas, you have a lot of them, but I'm the only one there. So why? I'm actually even very disappointed that my senators from Kogi, especially the senator from Kogi West, took it upon himself. He did not even mention the fact that Senator Karimi also cooked up a report trying to label me as if I'm a KGB agent infiltrating the National Assembly to disrupt the 10th Assembly and democracy. So what I did in that was that I took a preemptive measure by writing to the police so that they could invite Senator Karimi to testify or attest to the fact to how he knew about the so-called KGB agent and the infiltration move.
This is getting interesting, my people. Like, seriously, this is getting more interesting day by day. And one of the things that actually gave me joy about this whole situation is the fact that Senator Natasha actually stood up for herself. Like, seriously, she didn't allow herself to be suppressed by people that are more powerful than her. Like, I like the fact that she keep going all out for what she stands for, and that is what is going to matter at the end of this whole thing. This is going to go a long way in encouraging people who are in a situation to be able to fight for themselves, to stand up for themselves. And guys, it is going to be victory at last. I love the way the whole thing is playing out, guys. We are here to witness the end of this whole matter together. Like, seriously, guys, this is actually getting more interesting. What are your own thoughts about all of these things happening between Senator Akpabio and Senator Natasha? How did you feel this whole thing will end? See, guys, I didn't really want to believe in this whole matter before, but honestly, with the way this whole thing is actually going, I think there is hope. Like, seriously, there is hope for us. What do you guys feel, guys? Kindly drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know what are your reactions. What are your thoughts on this ongoing Natasha and Akpabio saga? Like, seriously, guys, I really want to wait your comments in the comment section.